everyone, welcome back to Elixirs of Rotaract. Today with us we have one such team who's well known for bringing out hidden entrepreneurial minds of the people out there through their avenue, that is Team Entrepreneurship Development. Hi guys, can you all please
Hi.
introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Anisha Barmecha.
Hi, I'm Pranjal Shah.
I am Rotractor Rachel Mascarenas.
Hi, I'm Rotractor out of Jaipuria.
So my first question to y'all is, when y'all got into the council, there must have been certain expectations, especially when we didn't know that this pandemic was going to take place. So what was it like, what was the reality like being into the entrepreneurship development avenue?
So when I actually got a call from Bhagyashree when I was coming back and we were planning for Rotaract Week in our Rotaract Club. And I was really looking forward to, Red had just happened, Rise had happened, and these are big events. Other than that, ED had big events in the past year, and that's why I was looking forward to huge events happening offline, and really that was what the expectation was. But what the reality happened is, when we were locked down, I've not even got a chance to, meet everybody in person because of this. Because since then we've been in lockdown, and that's why, like, even though on the front of being able to do events, it was not that much of a problem. But I think the amount of excitement we have for offline events and the kind of socializing we do, networking we do per se, I think that was a little thing that was missing.
Yes. So, like when we got the call that we'd been selected, I was really excited because I'd known Rachel, not very like we were not very close, we were just been acquainted, I think, through the different meetings that had happened, and I knew she was like a really fun person, and I knew Anisha because we both were presidents together. Raghav was someone new, but like at that point, Raghav wasn't a part of the team actually, but it was Kedar, and we had like fun. We had fun discussing planning and stuff like that. It started off really great because we were very hyped for what we were going to do and stuff like that. We planned lots of big physical events because we knew that we wanted to take the base of the events which had been set initially, and we wanted to take them a step further because we were really hoping that networking meet becomes like a really hyped up project, and startup meet also becomes something people look forward to. And we didn't really get the chance to do that. We tried to make it as exciting as possible, even though we were doing it online. And I think it's a lot of trial and error when it comes to doing stuff in a completely different format than you initially planned it. So I think we were a little taken aback, but for the most part, it has been going decently well. It's not, I don't think that we got to have the same experiences as everyone else did while they were in council.
Yeah. So, this was 1 year where I expected a lot of things that we would do as a team, because first time it was me as a director and it was my second year as an ED in ED team. But but I am not happy. I am very happy the way without meeting, we bonded, and the events that we pulled off, and the events that we are going to do. So we as a team, I think we stand out. Like the last year's team did stand out. So I wouldn't say that we didn't stand out. We did stand out.
So I have always been fascinated about Rotaract. I missed the opening chance to be a part of the team. There were a lot of things going on back then, but then I finally got a chance to be part of the ED team. Bhagyashree called me. It was such a surprise, but finally got used to it. There were so many new things coming to the fry, but then slowly and gradually getting hold of it, planning things, getting to know so many people was amazing. We've planned so many things in the past year. We have executed so many things in the past year. I've loved to work with all the people here. There have been lots of expectations set offline. Obviously, it would have been a totally different experience, but still online, the way we bonded, the way we have had events, it was really nice, and I love being a part of the ED team here.
Great. So I want to ask one more question regarding this online situation right here. That is, with everything turning online, definitely you all gave up the plan and of everything offline and turned everything online, and it is everything turned into online, and you all did great events this year. How what challenges did you face, and how did you all manage it?
So I'll just start off with the events that we did. So actually, when we had done our assignments and everything for applying for the position, everything we had done keeping offline in mind. But then after the lockdown happened, and like that was a time when we were just getting onboarded. So luckily, we were at least able to plan for the initial few months, considering this, taking this in mind. But as you spoke about initially, when you talk about entrepreneurship development, we got a global reach. We were able to, even when we conducted our catalyst, we were able to do it on a national level. We had teams participating from multiple districts. So we were able to take this entire motto of developing entrepreneurs to a national level. Other than that, we were able to, in the initial phase, conduct a lot of ED talks to give different aspects and try showcase, the journey of an entrepreneur through different entrepreneurs coming and speaking. And when you talk about online events, the opportunity is at least giving everybody a chance to come and listen to what entrepreneurship development is. So it's a niche avenue. I won't say everybody wants to become an entrepreneur, but at least getting to know what it is and reaching more number of people and creating more awareness. I think in the online world, we at least got that kind of a chance. So even though from the planning front, it would have, whatever we have planned for the long term also went for a toss. Short term, we could execute things well. Then again, we had to rework on our plans and timelines and everything. But reaching more people, making more people aware, I think that is what we've been able to achieve in an online world.
Definitely, Raghav.
Yeah, so adding on to what Anisha said, she correctly pointed out that we were able to take online events to a massive audience. So earlier, where our events were centered towards a very local audience, here we could expand our domain. We could really help entrepreneurs. So I believe that is the core purpose of ED, to develop that sense of entrepreneurship among road tractors, and we were able to do that in the online atmosphere. I feel the amount of help that we've given to entrepreneurs, the kind of events we've had, like Anisha said, we have a global footprint now. So all these things really could happen because of online events. So I think that it was really nice having events like where road tractors, where Rotarians, where all entrepreneurs came in one dimension, like Mastermind, for example. So there, everyone was connected. There were training sessions happening for young road tractors, young entrepreneurs having all these dreams that they want to achieve one day. So this year we were able to guide them in a way that really helped them. We were able to take classes, we were able to have all those online discussions. And I feel that the online atmosphere was really nice for ED this time.
That's really great to hear that, even with this online year, we all managed to do certain things very well. So moving on to the next question, Startup Meet is one of its kind event, and it is very well known this year. So how is it executing this year, and especially bringing speakers on board and managing the entire thing?
Yeah, so Startup Meet, this was the second time that I was doing Startup Meet this year. Like last year also I did, and sorry, last year also I did, and this year also I did. The thing of a year again, as the online factor came, yeah, it was difficult initially to know, because we had a different plan of setup as offline, that we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do this, because we thought, okay, eventually lockdown khul jayega. But then lockdown nahi khula, and it was very difficult to convert what all we thought offline into online, because your space gets limited. But still, one thing I think the whole ED team is proud about, that first time in Startup Meet, we got 400 plus participants, and every participant did not come there just for हाँ president ने बिठाया वहाँ पे, but they did come there, and it was a very interactive session, and they loved the speakers. Yeah, speakers, getting the speakers on board was difficult, because all the speakers get busy, they are pre-booked and all, and definitely I had few friends who helped me, and the team was amazingly supportive. Like, they had various things, but still we all got start up together somewhere down the line we pulled it, and the whole team is proud about startup going 400 plus and amazing speakers coming. Until date, everyone gets a message ki हाँ ये speaker अच्छा था, ये अच्छा था, वो अच्छा था.
That's really great to hear that, the footprint is still there out there in front of people, seeing that, this is one of the biggest events that even during this pandemic, the Rotaract District 3141 has conducted.
So my next question would be that Team ED's most awaited project, that is the networking meet, is had happened, and how was it planning for it, and how did it happen?
So networking meet was a project that was, I think, started last year. So we really liked the project concept as a whole, that a lot of different entrepreneurs were coming together to talk about their experiences in the industry and making new contacts, which was the initial goal of the project. So for us, it was that, instead of just having like, these talks and panel discussions and stuff like that, we wanted to do something different. So we came up with the idea that what we could do was we could make it like a month, like concept. Basically, all these people from different industries would come and represent their industry. So if say someone was or had an e-commerce business, so they would be representing that sphere. If someone else had like a business which was in the clothing line and stuff like that, the garment trade, they would come and talk about their experience. And basically what we would do is that anytime, like, we would basically be acting as a government planning to pass new laws and wanting to know what different industries' views were about the same. So it was a very interesting concept that we thought we could pull it off really well, and it would have been great because we were planning to have a lot of different kind of people coming, and it would be something new that the team was planning. And we weren't able to do it because, of course, we had planned for it to be physical. So right now we're planning to do it in our online space, and we're mostly looking at places like LinkedIn and stuff like that to make new contacts and figure out who would be the best people to invite for this event this year.
That's great. So moving on to the next segment, we'll be playing a very fun game with y'all. It's who's most likely to. We'll be giving you all certain situations, and as per the situations, whomsoever you think that he or she fits well into that situation, you have to show the card for the same. Okay. So yeah, let's begin.
So the first question is, who is most likely to leave the meeting when they are bored? Oh wow, everyone agrees. Next question.
So the next question is, who's most likely to stay in Rotaract until they turn 30?
Rachel herself also agrees. You are planning. You don't want to leave Rotaract.
As of now.
Raghav, you said Anisha. Any reason you think like that? Even Anisha says Rachel.
I think so. Like, I don't know. I just think so.
Okay.
Just a gut feel.
Good. Okay, so the next question is, who's most likely to take the name of Rotaract and hang out with friends? Jhoot purna.
Oh.
Okay, it's a tie between Raghav and Rachel. Okay, they both do then.
The party is more than me.
So the next question is, who's most likely to be a rebel amongst you all?
Can I give 2 names?
Yeah.
Yes.
This more, this less.
Oh my God! Everybody is saying Pranjal. मेरे को तो लग रही थी वो एकदम शांत सी
हाँ. She's not शांत स्वभाव वाली.
How कभी?
आना पड़ेगा कभी हमें.
You want to justify anything on this, Pranjal?
I don't know how I got this reputation. I'm such Soji insan. My God. I don't know why they're saying all this about me.
Oh my God.
Okay. So the last question is, who's most likely to give reasons for not doing a task? The way everybody picked up the answer and Raghav is still thinking who it should be. So funny. He's still thinking
it
कौन
was a
हो
hard
सकता है इधर
question,
तीनों ने
very
निकाल दिया
question.
ऐसा.
So with this, we come to an end of this session. So hope you all have enjoyed being with us over here and hope the even audience enjoys watching it. So until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.